blessed me with this opportunity to be here today.
All right, it's my pleasure to introduce the Missouri Western Griffons here, represented by head coach Matt Williamson, offensive lineman Hayden Edinger, and Anthony Williams. Guys, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you guys don't mind, Coach, provide us with a little opening statement. Take as long as you'd like, but anything that you'd like to say.
Obviously, I was talking a little bit about this earlier, is that just the energy that this day brings. It really turns light from the darkness, when football season gets over. Everybody's like, what do we do now? And everybody's like, I can't wait till next football season comes. And this day really opens the light, just shines a light on everything. And it's really a great time right now. You can just feel the energy, getting to meet all the other head coaches, and our players getting to talk with, interact with some of the other players too. It's a fun time, but you're getting ready to go to war again. But it's also great because we feel, and they've been working their tails off, in the spring and over the summer. But when you get back to getting on the field, that's like the prime time. That's exactly why I coach the game. I don't like sitting in and watching film. I do it because I love it, but I want to be out on the field and interacting with all the players and trying to continue to grow this football program into an elite program. And we're heading that way, and I'm really excited about these two young men and then all the other guys that are on our football program too. We're a very committed football team now, and it's going to show this year.
Very good. At this point, I'll open up the floor for any questions that you guys may have of the players. Please state your name and your media affiliate, please.
Brandon Zender, News Press Now in St. Joe. Are we starting with players, you said?
That'd be great if you don't mind. Yeah, start with the players.
Both of you guys, coming off of a win in a bowl game, I guess just talk about the momentum you feel heading into the season based off how you guys ended last year.
Yeah, it was huge last season, getting the opportunity. I know pretty sure for everyone on the football team, that's the first time that we got the chance to play in a postseason game. And it was just a little taste of really where our program's going and where we want to go as a team, you know what I mean? Even though we were extremely blessed to have an opportunity to play in a bowl game, this year we have higher expectations for ourselves, you know what I mean? This year we want to be that 9-10 win, have that 9-10 win season and be able to play for a national championship in the playoffs. So it was an awesome opportunity, but I think with the people we have coming back and just being able to keep the train chucking, we'll be all right.
Yeah, like Hayden said, it was just a stepping stone for where we want to go going forward. From now on, we know what to expect. We know what to bring, what we're capable of as far as going on to the postseason now, We got that experience underneath our belt, and we're only going to continue to get better from there, Going into this season, we have high hopes that, like you said, that was a momentum for us, and we're gonna ride that out the rest of the season.
Anthony and Hayden, I have a question for you guys. I mean, you are both obviously considered leaders on this program, or Coach wouldn't have brought you here. So if you don't mind, walk us through some of the responsibilities that maybe you guys put on yourselves as leaders, and maybe what the expectations that you have for your teammates, specifically speaking in this summer leading up to this season.
I think that one of our biggest things as being a leader is just we've had a lot of young guys and JUCO guys come in since Coach Williamson and the new coaching staff got in, and just being able to show those guys the way, you know what I mean? Anthony and I have both been here for 4 seasons, and we know what it means to be a Griffin and what it means to wear that on your chest, you know what I mean? And the kind of competition that this kind of conference brings, you know what I mean, week in and week out. Just being able to show those guys the way and being able to just help them out and guide them, you know what I mean? Both of us were fortunate enough to play for Missouri Western starting as freshmen and on. So we've been around the block a few times, you know what I mean? And so it's a great opportunity just to be able to help those guys out and set them up for success.
Yeah, in order to be a leader, you have to learn how to follow first, I've learned from other players coming through the program, like Darian Bass, Cody Lindsey. Those were leaders before us. Before I even got there, when I got there, I got the chance to meet them and see how they interacted with everybody, see how they went along, handling their business. And, I kind of picked up off of them and learned how to be a leader, because you're not born a leader. You have to, learn how to do it. So me and Hayden both, we've stepped up, taken on the leadership. He's more the talkative one, get rowdy and everything. I'm more the calm, laid back one. I like to lead by example more than, and show my actions more than, run my mouth. But, every now and again, I got to open my mouth and express myself and let everybody know that I'm here and I'm going to definitely be here for you, to help out any way that I can.
Does anyone have any questions for Coach?
Coach, you made that jump last year from 4 wins to 7. What's it going to take for you guys to go from 7 to 9, 7 to 10?
I think just total discipline across our team. We've when you went back and what you do is you evaluate, how we got to that position last year and what held us back from continuing to get an 8 or 9 or 10 win. And some of those things, we're putting ourselves in bad situations with penalties. We've addressed that with our team. I'm just going to be honest with you, like I am with everybody, is that we weren't able to throw the ball very well last year. I mean, after 3rd and 5 or longer, we struggled, and it was a little chaotic, and didn't know what was going to happen. This year, we're going to have some quarterbacks that can throw the ball, that can spin it a lot better, and they're a lot more consistent in that situation. And you add our run game on top of that. We're going to be pretty electric offense. So those things are some of the things that put us in. I've met with Coach Brown, our offensive coordinator, does a great job. When you look at a lot of our drives on offense that were stalled were basically because of penalties. And then we had some penalties that extended some drives of teams that shouldn't have happened because we got a late hit or some sort of other penalty. So that was on me. I took it. It's all on me, and we've addressed that, and we continue to. And I think some of that, though, too, as you sit back and look at it, is that year 1 to year 2, we switched coordinators. We had 2 new coordinators. Kids were still trying to figure out our system and how we do it. They knew our culture. We knew what expected. They knew they were going to compete. But just systematically in communication, going into this spring, it was unbelievable how the retention that came back from year 2 to 3, just because we had the same coordinators in place. And taking that step on now, and I was talking with Dave, our radio guy, earlier, I was like, first couple of years, people are looking at each other like this, after a play, like they weren't exactly sure, still trying to figure out our system and how we're supposed to do it. And then at the end of the last season, they're like, you're supposed to be over here. You should have made that block. And they're communicating. So we're playing a lot faster. We're a total reactive team now of, okay, something happens. I've got to think and process it, and then I'm going to do it. We're playing fast, and it's because our reaction and them on offense and the defensive side of the ball totally understand our philosophy and how we do things now.
Coach, I guess 2-part question building off of the momentum from last year, how you see that translating into this year, and then also this year, you guys celebrating 50 years, all the cool jerseys and the helmets you guys are wearing this year. Has that brought a new energy maybe to this team as well?
It's been unbelievable. Our alumni and the community and the support with this 50th year anniversary. It's people are coming back. We're having all decade teams. So guys, people that I played with that I haven't seen for forever they're going to be coming back. It's going to be an electric year just for us as a football program and as a university because of this year. And it's special, and we want to do something great, and we've got an all gold uniform, do something different there, and we've busted out the all different logos. And when I saw that the first time, I got the chills, to be honest with you, because that's the exact same logo that I wore, and I was like, man, this is cool. So it's excited, and it's accelerated our alumni and our university, and we're going to put a great product out on the field this year, and you're gonna enjoy it. I think the momentum last year, when you talk about things, I don't like talking about the past a whole bunch. It doesn't really help you, in my opinion, unless there's been a huge mistake. You use that as an example. What I wanted to show is that for these guys is they have worked since we've gotten here. They have committed. Every single one of the kids on our team right now have committed everything and their passion, their energy to this team. And then when you do that and you don't see results, it's hard to continue to do that. We did that, and they've seen the results, so they got a little bit of taste of some postseason preseason play, and I know it's like blood in a shark. They don't want the bowl game anymore. Neither do I, and so that was our focus. We don't talk about it a whole bunch. We got to go out and win every single game, and every single game's different. We're not trying to beat this one team or beat that to these other teams. We're winning every single game. We want to win. It doesn't matter who we line up against, and if we play in a parking lot or not. Let's go. We're gonna compete. We're gonna compete. We're gonna play physical, and they're gonna know who they played when they leave.
Coach Adam Orduna, KQ2 Sports here in the back at St. Joe. Just want to talk about that first game. It's a big rival game. A lot of recruits will be there, and it's at home this year. You guys are riding off of a great season last year. Obviously, you know what Northwest brings. This is kind of a question for all of you guys. Just talk about what that first game means. First game out of the season. Talk about that game and that matchup.
I'll let you guys go first.
Obviously, it's always exciting starting your season off with a pretty big rivalry that's been around for a while. And like we've said, it being 50 years and all of us walking down the hill in our gold uniforms are going to be looking all slick and nice. But I think the week one against Northwest is going to be a great opportunity for us to show the capability of this football team. I think we're going to be able to use that as a pedestal, as a stepping stone to get to where we want to be and show people that we're not just a bowl team. We're not just a 7-win team. I mean, we are that team that can win 9 to 10 games and be a part of a conference championship. So I think we're really excited, and the countdown's already began.
Yeah, like Hayden said, everybody's excited. It's going to be a statement game for sure. To start off the season with our biggest rival, this is what anybody else could ask for. Season opener at home against your rival, bust out some new uniforms, have a bunch of recruits there. Northwest always brings a crowd, and we're going to have a crowd of our own. So, it's going to be a good game, great game, and everybody on the team is looking forward to it.
It's, to me, it's going to, totally set the tone for not just for our season, just this 50th year anniversary of football. It's going to be an electric environment on a Thursday night at 7 o'clock underneath the lights in Spratt Stadium. Looking forward to it. I mean, I don't sit there and specifically, hey, I want to beat, like I was saying earlier, to beat this one team. It's going to be game one for us, and you have to win football games. You have to win a lot of football games to be in the postseason and continue your play. And so we're focusing more on, like us, we have focused literally on everything, all of our deficits, the things that we didn't do very well last year and the things that we need to improve. We've continued to grow with our strengths, but we've also continued to work on some of our weaknesses. And we're getting to a point now where I feel very confident as a football team that we don't have very many weaknesses, and our depth is good, and our confidence is good, and the way we play and how we do things, the culture's been set. And I really enjoy watching. I've really enjoyed watching the process and all these kids have done.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you, Anthony, Hayden. Thank you guys for taking the time coming up here and just enticing us with those slick gold uniforms that you guys got. I'm looking forward to it now myself. Guys, appreciate the time and good luck this season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.